There's a sex store in Huntsville, Alabama that's in an old bank. And they do, like, I guess for like public safety, whatever, they'll give away like free condoms and stuff like that. And if you go through the drive-through, they'll send the condoms out in the little thing that the bank used to use, like the little pneumatic cylinder.
Yeah.
You could pull up. I didn't actually do it, but a friend of mine told me about it. But you could pull up and they would like shoot, and it would like pop in the little thing and you unscrew it and you get your free stuff.
As a kid, I had a fantasy about having those tubes throughout my home and using those tubes to like get dinner to my bedroom from my mom and stuff like that. Some sort of Richie Rich fantasy, like child fantasy. Every time we go to the bank, like that had my undivided attention. Holy shit, we're here for the tube. She's putting the canister in. Oh, they'd like, hang on a minute, and she'd fucking send that tube. Fuck, what was that? And then mom would put her like check or like whatever she's doing, her paperwork in there, and it that blew my fucking mind as a kid. That was some Star Trek shit.
Dude, I remember being in the line there watching my mom or dad do the same thing. And my like honest to God, like 8-year-old thought was like, God, working at the bank must be so fucking cool. I really thought, because I overestimated the power the bank had. I assumed those men in there were far higher status than they were. I was like, these are the money guys?
Oh, yeah. They're in there like Scrooge McDucking it through a swimming pool full of quarters, you know?
Yeah.
So imagine if you had like, what if you got like really bad customer service at the bank drive-through thing and you went back through and waited for the same teller and you put like a mouse in that thing?
They'd probably catch it because it's translucent. They go, don't open that one. There's a mouse.
Hey, that guy just put a mouse in the tube. Watch out.
Yeah, exactly. If they have scanners or whatever, you know, she just snatched out the thing, takes the cap off, and the mouse jumps out on her, and that would have been hilarious to like watch like through the bulletproof glass of the drive-through.
I saw a police body cam video where the guy was out there by the pneumatic tube shit, and he had climbed up into the roof of that and was trying to get into the bank that way. You know, they've got that big overhang that you pull under to do the tube shit and hit the ATM. He had crawled into that ceiling and was trying to make his way into the ceiling of the bank to then rob the bank, which like even once you're in there, if you don't have tools, there's nothing you could do. But then of course his huge bag of tools falls out first. And I was like, all right, well, he was prepared. And he was like immediately like, yeah, I was gonna rob the bank. Didn't go. You caught me though. It was
man, I would have gone with like sleepwalking or something they can't prove. I don't know what happened. I just woke up
not again.
In the ceiling of the bank.
But you said you wanted to be dropped from a plane in just a horrifying end of life event.
Horrifying. It's go great till the end.
I would 100% rob a bank carelessly. That's how I would. That's how I'd do it. Yeah,
yeah, I would too.
Very Old West.
Like,
would you be disappointed though if you were good at it?
If I started to get away, I'd be pissed because I'd be like, "Fuck, I'm like dying of cancer, and I'm good at this, and I never tried it."
Like, turned out I'm like the best at robbing banks. I've robbed like 12 of them this week. They think it's a black guy for some reason. Look at this pile of money I've got, but I've only got 6 months to live.
For some reason, it shows me in the rear view I'm applying.
Yeah,
you know, I figured I'm going out whole hog.
Yeah,
wasn't even
like on the good side though.
Taylor, the lips are almost too big. You're gonna blow the gate the whole scheme.
Yeah. But on the good side though, you could be driving through like East St. Louis, just like making it rain out the windows of your car. You could do like the leaf blower thing. You could just be like the Johnny Appleseed of cash. Just drive. You'd be famous. You'd be a legend forever. Just throwing
that's
all
what
your.
I would do. Because I wouldn't have any use.
Is that what you do if you're in a Brewster's Millions scenario? If for those who don't know Brewster's Millions, you have to spend $1 million this week to inherit like $50 million next month or whatever is loosely the scenario. And it was in a time when $1 million was a lot more money than it is now. Maybe I could like might have been a day he had to spend
a bankroll. Because he ended up spending it on a political campaign, so it was some longer period of time.
Okay,
but
yeah,
it's still true. Was it the premise of the movie was that the guy giving away the money smoked a cigarette as a kid, so as punishment, his father put him in a closet with an entire pack of cigarettes and told him to smoke the whole thing to develop a distaste for cigarettes. So he's trying to make this guy have a distaste for wasting money before he gives it to him, and he succeeds, I think.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Well, I mean, I could get one of those rolls of quarters from the bank. That'd probably fit in like a 10 gauge. And then I'm driving around. I'm firing the wealth at people now. Okay. Now they're going, what's this guy doing in his rented limousine from the back? Standing up.
Killed my child with $12 worth of coins. What a nice guy.
No, bruised at worst. Like they would. Well, yeah, that would really fuck you up. Okay, well, maybe I'll get a t-shirt cannon and I'll put a bunch of ones in it.
That would be you can just make it rain on everybody.
Yeah,
that's way better than throwing rolls of nickels. Your original idea.
See, this is why you brainstorm. This is why you work through things like this. So I think that would be fun. Firing money at people, being cool your last couple days. I wouldn't succeed though, because I feel like they have a button at the bank they can press and then some wall's going to go up. Like, and then they're just going to chill until the cops kill me.
Here's a guy loading a shotgun with dimes.
Ouch. So years ago, I had this friend of mine tell me this story about, he was from like upstate Michigan, and he and his uncle and his granddad, they were just kind of like crazy Michigan wild ass people. And he had this story about his uncle who supposedly, according to the story, this is like in the 70s, got in some like high speed car chase with the cops. And he's out on some turnpike and I don't know, some kind of muscle car. He's going like 140 miles an hour and he decides he's going to run the toll booth in the car at like $1.40. And just to be funny, like reaches in his console and grabs a whole handful of change and like flings it out the window as he goes through the toll booth. And I guess like the toll booth operator saw this coming and ducked, and that the change like blew all the glass out of the toll booth. Like, it sounds pretty dope. I don't know if that really, I mean, I believe my friend. If my friend said it happened, but like, again, 1970s glass was probably just like regular Windows glass.
The glass is like, oh, not only am I in trouble, I've lost my entire silver dollar collection.
Man,
that's the size of coin you'd need to
laying in the quarters, man. That one family, like my friend told me so many awesome stories of just his family that were just killed. Like that with his uncle. Apparently at some point, the same uncle got arrested for like a DUI or something and gets taken to some like little tiny town jail where like it's just like a jail cell in the office in the desk or whatever. And like he gets his phone call and he calls his dad, who's my friend's granddad, calls his dad to come get him. And he's sitting there to jail and they're processing him or whatever. And this is back in the day. This is like the 70s, early 80s, the days of like carbon copy sheets and that kind of stuff. And he's in a town like not where he's from. So he hears the granddad's got like this Dodge van with like a 440 and a cam in it out of like an RV or something. He hears the granddad's van pull up out back. The cop has like gotten up to go get a pencil or go to the bathroom or something. And his uncle said he's like sitting there and he's looking. The cop's not in the room. He's no longer handcuffed. And like all 3 copies of the ticket and his driver's license and everything are like right there on the desk. And granddad's at back. So he just like grabbed all the paperwork on the desk and just ran out the back door. Just jumped in the van. It's like, go, go, go. And like they hauled ass. He had another set of keys for the car, which is still out on the side of the road. So they just hauled ass, got his car and split and like totally got away out of this DUI. Like, so it was like, there was
still
like
a fugitive from the law to this day.
Oh yeah. It's like, yeah, the same guy with the toll booth incident. It's like the same dude. His dad, with the same van, they had a can crusher built into the console of the van. So he'd be like throwing back like Milwaukee's best tall boys and would just crush them. And then like they'd drop out under the van going down the road. So it didn't look like he was throwing a can out. Like the granddad was like,
crush them. You just throw it.
Well, I guess like if a cop's behind you, it looks like you just ran over a piece of trash in the road rather than like a whole beer can to alleviate suspicion. The same granddad, a different story, was like, he was, I guess this has been like a Vietnam vet, Korean War vet. I'm not sure his age looking back, but anyway, like they'd all go drinking at the VFW on like Saturday night, and the cops would occasionally like wait for them down at the intersection, I guess, to catch all the guys leaving drunk. So they wait till it's shutting down time. Granddad comes out, gets in his van, all the cops down there waiting. So he pulls out and he like makes a left turn, kind of goes wide, dips into the grass a little bit, corrects back onto the road. He's going slow, just pulled out, touches the yellow line. Of course, the blue lights come on, the cops stop him. Every cop's over there. They get him out of the car. They do it. He's doing like the sobriety test. He's walking backwards, stopping on a dime, turning on his heel, finger on his nose. He's doing like, he's killing the sobriety test. Then again, in the 80s, somebody finally shows up with a breathalyzer. Guy blows a 0. He hasn't had a drop to drink. They're like, "What are you, the designated driver?" He's like, "No, I'm the designated decoy." And like the whole time they were messing with him, all the drunk guys were like making a right and scooting. Same guy was a taxidermist, and my friend, like his family would go up there once a year.
So a real creep.
He was cool. Now these guys are cool. I met some of these dudes. This is my friend Lee, his family. They're all super awesome.
It's like ships and bottles to these people. Huh?
He did these really kick-ass like European mounts. He'd have like one of them was like a skeleton of a cobra fighting a skeleton of a mongoose, like all this like really kind of artsy artsy, cool ass stuff. But anyway, like my buddy talked about, like riding with his family up from Georgia. It's like a 12-hour drive up there. They get there. He goes in the bathroom and he's like sitting there on the toilet as like a 10-year-old, and he hears like a noise like behind the shower curtain, and he like very tentatively like pulls back the shower curtain, and there's like a 6-foot caiman in the bathtub that's alive, like waiting for the granddad to like kill it and turn it into like some other mount or something. That one family, there's just been so many like kick-ass stories out of that one group of people that they were just cool. But the handful of cash going to the window.
I'm picturing myself taking a shit and finding a 6-foot caiman in the tub, and all of me knows that I'd be like, I still got to wrap this up. Like I still got to get it done. Like if it hasn't bothered me as of yet, let's roll the dice. Let's keep it going.
Pull the shower curtain back.
Pull it back.
Just slowly pull it back.
Like halfway through, you're like, sorry about the smell.
I'm sorry about this. I haven't been eating great.
I know you guys taste the air or whatever. This has got to be brutal for you.
It's like reach over and get like the toilet brush, like a weapon, like just in case.
I turn on the hot water in the shower so he can't hear me.
Yeah.
I'm in bed.
When he feels the water.
He would like that. He'd like warm water.